We as ready as we ever gonna be.
I think that's our cue. What's up, everybody?
What's going on, boys and girls? Jonathan Mercado.
Ben Rudnick.
So we're gonna name today is Getting Cold Out There Wednesday.
It's like that Nelly song from the early 2000s, except like reversed.
Yup.
It's getting cold in here now.
So leaves are starting to turn. Everything's it's starting to get a little chilly in the morning. I'm wearing a sweater, so it is hoodie season. We are in full effect in fall. And wintertime, well, guess what, boys and girls? It's coming.
Yeah, and I'm holding out. Still got short sleeves, but I got jeans on. So
I got shorts.
So it's like it's happening. It's happening, everybody. We're getting to that point in time.
So a couple of house cleaning things. Well, we're moving up and down now. Here we go.
Moving on up in the world like the Jeffersons.
Moving on up. All right. So house cleaning things. We still have the Sony retail promo going on right now. The ES promo is ending October 1st, which is this Friday. So for all you ES dealers, make sure you stock up because the promo ends this Friday. Guys, let's get that cranking. Let's get your inventory stocked up, your levels up, because once it ends, the prices will go back up.
Yeah, and again, remember, this is a retail promo as well. So Sony goes out and they advertise on your behalf to your customers on these prices. So those are going to be gone for your customers as well, which means you can up your tickets. So make sure you change over your price tags. Make sure if you change stuff in your systems, up those prices. You don't want to be selling stuff at the promo price off promo when you're buying it off promo. So great opportunity to load in if there's any SKUs that you didn't take advantage of already that you want to have. Again, maybe for the holiday season, again, the regular retail promo is also going to be ending, but they're going to be coming out with new stuff there. But the ES stuff in particular, we don't know. So this could be it. So make sure between today and Friday you get that stuff going because it does end on Sunday, but I hate to break it to you guys, Saturday, Sunday, we ain't here.
We ain't
Jonathan's watching football. We're not going to get into what Jonathan's
sleeping.
There you go. That's more safe for work.
But yeah, guys, make sure also for all you ES dealers, the 9,000 ESs are in. So the 7-inch ESs are back in stock. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for them. Make sure you get them before they are gone. Regular line is also the promo on the regular line, the GS, the FBs, all that stuff, is ending also on October 1st, but a new promo is starting Monday. So be on the lookout for those. The GS stuff actually has been taken very, very well by a lot of dealers. Great sounding stuff, pounds, and looks good. And the best part about GS, if it's online, it's at full retail, so you make great margins. So make sure you get a hold of your sales rep and stock up before prices go up. Another promo that's going on right now for all you Alpine dealers and SRP accounts. Remember, you have to be approved by Alpine to purchase. If you're an SRP account, you can purchase from us, or regular dealers can purchase from us. There are two different promos going on right now for the Alpine W650. That's the double DIN 7-inch that does CarPlay Android Auto. Their number one selling head unit for CarPlay Android Auto. So there's two different promos going on right now. Get with your sales rep to let you know what those two promos are going on. The SiriusXM buy 5 buy 5.
Still going, baby.
Get one free.
Still going.
It's still going. That promo's been doing very, very well. Don't forget also, guys, that for every SiriusXM tuner, we are doing a competition called Pedal to the Melodies. And for every SiriusXM tuner you buy, you get one entry into the bike, the Blaupunk bike, e-bike that we showed at the show that everybody was going Google Gaga off of and was very, very interested. So once again, for every tuner you buy, so if you buy 50 tuners, you get 50 entries. So it absolutely gives you more chances to win. There are a bunch of shops, hundreds of shops already in the competition. So thank you for all those that have supported the promo. It's really nothing you got to do. Just sell SiriusXM to your customer and buy it from us, and you get one entry.
Yeah, and it's not just it is the tuners are like the main thing. I think that's what everybody's living off of in this competition. But technically, it's all the other SiriusXM tuners as well. So the dock stations, things like that. So, we're opening it up, or it's been opened up. But that contest also, you only got till Friday. So we only got a couple more days on there. We have been tracking it since the contest started last month. And like Jonathan said, we got tons of shops that are already in the running, and a lot of those shops have multiple entries. So better your chances, take advantage of that promo. Sirius is probably going to keep running that promo. So, the promo, I don't know if it's going to end this month, but technically the month ends Friday for us as well. So that promo could be gone. We'll update you next week. But take advantage of all of that. Get some extra entries, because that bike at the show, at the Winter Summit, was one of the hottest things out there. Everybody was talking about it. The thing was ripping around. I think everybody got a chance to either ride it or see somebody ride it. So get one in your showroom, turn that thing into some money.
Yeah, it was a big hit at the show for all you dealers that went to the show. Thank you very much. You got a chance to see that thing in action. It was a day packed full of learning, trainings, vendors there, a lot of hands-on training. So thank you very much to the dealers that attended our Winter Summit 2023 and got a chance to see that.
And I was to say, talk about transition. We had one of the vendors that was there that was doing trainings that was very, very popular. It's also our vendor spotlight this week.
So guys, our vendor spotlight this week is Vox. Vox does a big array of assortments. They carry a lot of lines. They carry from the DS4 Pluses, which are, everybody knows, is directed. So Python, Clifford, Viper, Avatel, etc. DS4 Pluses work with pretty much is the universal piece, all long box. Bluetooth, which allows you to obviously program the bypass module via Bluetooth when you're away from the vehicle. So no need to pull it out and program it in a computer. You can program it via your cell phone. They still do the very famous DB3s and 4105s and 4103s. And the 1 buttons and the 4 buttons on Python, Avatel. We stock them all in stock. They do, obviously, as you see it below, they still use a DB3 external mod. Very, very popular, believe it or not, Avatel Python. They also sell Crime Stopper, and we sell Omega also. So we carry their Omega bypass modules. We carry the Crime Stopper remote starters. They have their own flashing system, Flash Logic, which works with pretty much anything that is data-to-data coded, so long boxes. They're one of the few vendors, or one of the only vendors actually, that are still doing the long boxes. A lot of you guys have been asking for these. We have them in stock. They work with Prestige remote kits, so we have the long boxes in stock and the Prestige remote kits, which will make it a much, much cheaper alternative than doing, a T-harness and bypass and module and remotes and everything else. This is more of your all-in-one solution for certain vehicles. If you're not familiar with it, please get with your sales rep and we'll discuss it.
One thing on those two, these were, if you guys remember back, and I don't even know how long, I'm all thrown off with COVID, but I'm going to say 5-6 years ago when they first started introducing these, everything was the long box.
Yep.
Before they did the separating out of the digital systems, where you buy everything kind of a la carte, this was the solution. A couple other manufacturers as well, but Flash Logic did very, very, very well with. We get asked on those all the time, and some of the other manufacturers that carried something similar stopped doing that. Flash Logic still has them, so again, an awesome opportunity, especially for certain vehicles, to get an all-in-one solution, all-in-one box, bypass, wiring, everything, 3 times lock, or you can attach RF kit if you want to. But one box, extremely cheap, so certain vehicles, you're not going to get beat by your competition. You're not going to have to worry about pricing issues, or if you're an expediter, you're going out and you're doing remote starters for dealerships, things like that. A great way to get in at a very, very aggressive price point, but still do exactly what you would do with all of the more modulated digital pieces.
Correct. So you still need the WebLink flasher, the FL Prog, in order to flash these modules. They are very popular, the CarLink pieces. So the CarLink 6 is one of the most popular pieces. It includes 1 year service free. After that, it's only $39.99. So you get GPS tracking, which is a big thing, start, stop, and also alarm alerts off of one module at one low price. After the 1 year, it's only $39.99. So that's a win-win for everybody doing, Prestige and AudioVox products. They also make the wallet remote. So for all the people that don't like service contracts, they have a credit card style CarLink, which is via Bluetooth. So you put the credit card in your pocket, right, or in your wallet. It pairs up to your phone via Bluetooth, and it gives you 1 mile range, or I don't remember if it's 1 mile range. Yeah, 1 mile range. distance, so you can start your vehicle without even having to do anything. You just pull the remote out, boom, boom, or your cell phone, and you start the car.
Again, and I've been saying this a lot in the past slides, but criminally underutilized. Again, we know every customer under the sun wants to use their cell phone. Like there's without a doubt. Well, I won't say every. There's still a few of us like weirdos creeping out there that I don't have a cell phone or I have a flip phone and don't talk to me
iPhone
about
6.
that. Or you got an iPhone 6 potentially. I don't know who would do that to themselves, but we'll just say that's the case. So again, everybody out there, minus those weirdos, are going to want to use their phone. But what is the number one thing? Jonathan said it. I don't want that service contract image. I don't want monthlies. I don't want these. The sale starts to blow up as soon as you start talking about that because the customer assumes it's going to cost them an arm and a leg. Well, again, like Jonathan was saying with the CarLink, they can use the cell phone towers included for the first year in a very, very inexpensive yearly contracts thereafter. If they don't even want that, they can communicate as long as they're within the range of their, a longer range remote. So again, whatever you'd use them, like their 2 ways, things like that. If they're within remote range, their phone can then communicate with that credit card piece. Now they can use their phone without a contract. So you got to be still within range of the car, but now a customer can use their phone. So you have no excuse to if you're not attaching something for that customer, especially if you're using Vox-related products.
Yeah, guys, it's for all the guys, like Ben said, that don't want a service plan. That's the route to go. If they don't mind a service plan at a low budget, below budget price or low price, take a look at the CarLink. That'll be another one that you can add to any remote starter because it does work with everybody's remote starters. They do long range 2-way, 1 mile range.
Balancing act.
They do two. So it's cool because the new APS 997 ZLR has a couple of different features that some of the competitors do not have. First of all, 1 mile range on their 2-way remote at a low price. Not only does it come with a 2-way LCD remote, it comes with a 2-way LED remote. So it comes with two ways, 1 LED, 1 LCD.
2 remotes, 2 ways, not 1 remote, and then you got to figure something else out. Not 1 2-way and 1 1-way, 2 ways.
Correct.
Make sure we get that one out there.
And it's on the LoRa technology. So anybody that knows about LoRa technology knows that if you're driving an RC car, flying a little airplane in the air, RC airplane, you know that signal needs to respond immediately because you're flying the airplane. Oh, there's a building in front of it. Phew, I got to turn. That is the technology they're using in their units, in the 2-way APS 997 ZLR. It is LoRa technology, so it's instant. It's literally communicating with the remote, the vehicle, the minute you hit the lock button, unlock button, or start button. So that's one of the technologies that they have that's really, really cool and really, really new to the industry. They make the blade cartridges. So a lot of these newer units, like the APS 57TM, the 901 TMs, which that's the 57 right there, now have a cart slot. What the cart is, instead of using an outbound box like a Omega MD bar or FL can, you're going to be your bypass module. It's going to be the FL cart. And this, you could just slide it into the brain and pretty much that's it. This is your bypass module. It has all the wires you need inside. Instead of doing outbound, having to find a place to put 2 different modules, 2 different things, slide it in, and boom, you're done. Program, have a nice day. So that's one cool feature about these new APS 57 TMs, APS 901 TMs, 997 ZLR, that it has the cart feature built in. They also have another cool thing that has a lot of T-harnesses, the FLRS-BA. So the FLRS-BA is all-in-one module with three bypasses built into the module. It is T-harness based, or it comes with the wires in the box, so you can use it as a standalone. Most people are using these kits as T-harness based because they do make a lot of T-harnesses for the vehicles, and you just plug the T-harness in, program the module, and you're done. You can also convert this into an alarm, so you'll get an alarm starter. Guys, it only works on automatic, so make sure that if you have a standard vehicle, you cannot do this unit. That's another thing I forgot about the APS 997 ZLR. This works on automatic and standard transmissions. So if you have a manual transmission vehicle, no problem. I got you, Mr. Customer. Let me get you a two-way, alarm starter, bypass module. Have a nice day. The standard transmission. So the FLRS BAs, I've already spoken about the APS 997. I'm sorry, APS 57 TM and 901 TM. Those are your two basic starters, one button, and the other one's going to be a 4-button. Those things are phenomenal for all the guys that want to do, your entry-level price point stuff. You've got that and a blade, and now you have an all-in-one starter.
Yeah, it's just the amount of options that you have under the Vox umbrella is tremendous. So again, you have all the different brands, but as Jonathan's now saying, even within some of the brands, again, Flash Logic, is going to be the company that does the bypasses, so it's going to pair up with a lot. So you see a lot of intermingling there. But you have a ton of different steps for all your customers. So again, if you've got a higher end customer, you want to do T-harness, they want something that's going to be as minimally invasive as possible, and you want to attach remotes and maybe some telematics to it, you got something like the FLRS BA. If you're just in there, you say, you know what, I'm still holding out on those T-harnesses. I don't need them. I've been doing this forever, but I still like that concept of a digital system. Now you can pair up the FL cart with, some of the other prestige units. Again, now you're in that middle zone, probably that hot spot where most people are going to be. But then you could also do things like an FL can and pair it up with a remote kit. So it's not going to be for every vehicle, but you guys will know when you look them up. You want to go even less expensive, like we were talking about with the long box options. You can even do a remote starter, give a customer remotes with just their bypass. So I know there's a lot of guys out there that are using that, but that's another option as well.
And then another option they have is a cheaper alternative for starter. This is just your basic starter. Doesn't do any type of telematics, but it does work with the FL can. So you give this unit, they have them in 4-bundle IPS RS3Z or the 1Z with a FL can, and that gets you into another price point with starters. So they have a lot of.
Yeah. So if the standalone don't work, you got another option to go less expensive. So they're gonna give you that ability to do a good, better, best without having to go outside of the line, and really keep you going throughout the winter. And even things like the Euro vehicles, Volkswagens, Mercedes, BMWs, there's going to have options for those as well. I think a lot of shops now are doing those, but there was a huge point in time when shops were just turning those things away, or they were charging astronomical amounts. You'd have to charge somebody $1,000 to do the remote starter. Not that you couldn't charge them that now if you wanted to, but now you have a much easier, much more efficient way to do those kind of installs. So if you were turning those away, if you were not, don't give them to the guy down the street. He's going to buy a Flash Logic piece. He's going to install that. He's going to take their money. So make sure you're staying on top of that.
And one thing Ben didn't mention about doing the combo kit, like if the vehicle does support like remote start function with an FL can by itself, and you can add the remote kits. These remote kits are actually, for being a basic one-way, it's actually 1 mile range. So now you're giving them 1 mile range with the FL can put together. You've got yourself a low entry-level remote starter that you can make a ton of profits, and the customer doesn't care about this. They don't even know what this is. You know what they care about? Oh, that looks pretty sharp. Those look like OE remotes. That's what they care about. So who cares what you give them or what you installed? Make sure you show them the remotes, because that's what they really care about. You want to get into the cameras?
Yeah, I was going to say, so we're obviously getting into starter season. That's going to be something that is going to be like front and center for us. We're going to be thinking about that nonstop. We're going to be strategizing, how am I going to maximize this? Are all my guys trained? How many can we take in? Which day are we going to leave a bay open so we can take other jobs in? There's going to be a lot of stuff going on there. So you're probably going to be very, very familiar with the Flash Logic, Prestige, DEI, Crime Stopper, all of their line. You're going to be very, very familiar with that. But AudioVox does not do just remote starters. They've got their hands in probably just about every category that's out there.
I kind of missed something. My bad.
No, please.
I have to rewind. So, I spoke about the DS4. So the DS4, like I said, is kind of a long box solution that has built-in Bluetooth to program. You can do, remotes, add remotes to this. Obviously Avatel, Prestige, etc. But I forgot to mention, they also make T-harnesses for the DS4, DS3, DS3 Plus, and DS4 Pluses. So it makes your life very, very easy. So if you don't want to hardwire the vehicle, just have to buy the additional T harnesses. They make it pretty much for a good 80% of the cars out there, from Chryslers all the way up to BMWs, all the way up to, you know, Toyotas, Hondas, etc. So I'm sorry about that, Ben. I forgot to talk about that.
Segue alert. So when you save time by using, again, it could be a DS4 with a T-harness, could be an FLR SBA with a T-harness, could be one of the long box with a T-harness. But when you're saving time in that bay, you can use that extra time to put some other installations, do some other categories into those customers' vehicles. So AudioVox, again, we mentioned before, they obviously have a lot of brands under the umbrella, but brands like Gentex for mirrors. You know, they're going to have options. Rostra does a lot with, you know, a lot of offerings from Rostra. They're under that umbrella. Advent's under that. Go onto their website. They've got the laundry list of all the brands that show up under there. But a lot of categories that are still going to be relevant today. Collision avoidance. You know, you got guys coming in. It gets harder to see. It gets harder to navigate vehicles out there. They're going to make sure, you're going to want to make sure that they have all that stuff. Their parking sensors, blind spot. Backup cameras. Again, visibility, just lines of sight in new cars, they're not that great. I think they're having us rely on these kind of things. But AudioVox can be a supportive brand for you when you're trying to upsell your customers after you got that remote starter in. And then they'll do other things that are winter related. Heated seats. Again, an easy add-on for people that don't have them in the winter. They're already coming in because they want their car to be warm. Well, make their butt warm too while they're driving around nice and toasty. Again, last thing you wanted to have happen to you during the winter is that your car dies on the side of the road. They've got the Vox Power Systems. We got a little display up here.
Sorry, I forgot my cue.
But power systems, so something that can get installed in the vehicle. And again, we do a lot with jump packs and things like that too. Tremendous options. What if that jump pack wasn't charged? Well, you know, what if you forgot it at home? You forgot it in the other bag. This is a fully installed battery backup system for the car.
Self-charges.
Yep, self-charges. So it's already hooked into the system. You know, you got your family out there, you got the kids out there on the road. The last thing you want to do is put them into any sort of harm or in a dangerous way. Now you're covering yourself in there. Fleet vehicles, like municipal vehicles that stay on all the time, that maybe when they're not running, a very, very, again, criminally underutilized piece. I feel like
can I make so I have really good success with a couple of dealers and this particular piece in the marine life. So ain't nothing worse than being out in the water, you're jamming in your tunes, you got your radio going, you know, blasting, you're in the water partying, blah blah blah, all of a sudden it's not there. Oh no, what am I gonna do?
Don't worry, just take the oars that you must have with you in the boat, right?
Or get charged, you know, $1,000 to get towed back into the marina. It literally costs that much to tow a boat in the water to a marina. So a lot of guys that do boats, I got some, you know, shops that they're utilizing this particular piece to put in boats, and it's as easy as pull out your cell phone, Bluetooth, pull out the app, start, boom, now your boat turns on and you don't got to spend $1,000. So you spend a few $100s to put this in boats, and it's going to save you $800 plus, $700, whatever the case is. It's going to save you a big $1,000 bill from you having to spend it because you didn't have a backup.
Yeah, if you want to be out on the water every week letting that baby die, who cares? You got yourself covered. So again, an awesome piece that I think there might be some dealers out there that didn't even know that was a piece. So make sure you're checking out gofst.com, and make sure you're checking out the manufacturers' websites periodically. We talk about that almost every episode, but new stuff is coming out. You know, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't change over year after year, and sometimes we're like, oh, I know everything. I've been doing this forever. I know everything that's out there. Man, there's a ton of stuff that's coming out all the time that's different avenues for you guys to make money. So continue your education. Just make sure you check it out. And then another thing that's going to be coming up, holiday season. So people are going to be traveling. We got Thanksgiving. People are going to want to go see their families. A lot of people travel out of state. Again, Christmas coming up right after that. New Year's. Oh, boy. I don't even want to.
Oh, hey, guys.
Sorry, I got the shivers thinking about it.
I'm going to burst your bubble. We got 59 days until Christmas.
It's coming up too fast.
And you know I'm going to start posting it up.
But you know that there are going to be people that are going to be coming in that are going to be traveling. They're going to want to keep their wonderful children to nice and calm in the back seat. What better way than to hook them up with something for mobile video? So we have one of the 10-inch seatback systems out here now, but they do overheads, they do headrest replacements, and they also do seatback systems and headrests and overheads that have Android systems built into as well. This one does not, but there are ones that are out there that do.
But wait, there's more. So on those seatback systems that they're doing are very specific. They come in pairs with headphones already. They're used widely in a lot of OEM factory cars. And the cool thing about that piece is the parent up front can use their cell phone to send back, let's say, Netflix, Hulu, YouTube on the back screens and control what the kids are watching off of the cell phone in the front. So that's another cool piece. It's by Advent. They also make it in Vox. We have the Advent pieces in stock. They also make custom headrests. So for all the people with newer vehicles that still want CD, DVD, headrests, custom built in, the vehicle's headrests, AudioVox does make them. And they are very specific, so you have to get all the vehicle information, year, make, model, color of interior. You had to know the color of the interior.
Yeah, the Coco Chanel perforated
Shale,
leather with the mocha trim, and they're going to match it exactly. So you're going to be able to replace that for the customer. But the other cool thing with those also keeps all the safety regulations. So that was one of the big things that we learned, and this was, again, they've been doing these for a while. One of the biggest we learned, a lot of manufacturers that make headrests, you dice those things up, and it's not made to maintain the structural integrity of those that those designers and those engineers put into that when it was originally made. And we don't like to think about accidents, things like that happening, but if you replace it with one of those custom headrests, it is going to maintain all the integrity there as well, which is a really, really cool thing to think about.
Well, think about Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep vehicles. They don't have your typical headrest. They're active headrests. So as you get into an accident, the headrest is actually pushing your head forward to make sure you don't get whiplash. So that's what Ben is talking about, that they make headrests specifically for those to keep those safety features active in the vehicle. On top of that, they don't just make headrests, they don't just make videos, they just don't make remote starters and battery packs and bypasses. SiriusXM tuners. They also make heated seats. So for all the guys that are looking for heated seat solutions for newer vehicles, or you have an older vehicle and they just want heated seats, AudioVox has you covered. So guys, the AudioVox has a very broad line of products. There is something for everybody. So if you're not familiar with the line, or if you're interested in purchasing one of these lines, give your sales rep a call and we'll be more than happy to help you out.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, they're one of the biggest names, maybe the biggest name by the number of brands that's under the umbrella that's out there. I'm sure they're already in your showrooms, and I'm sure they're already represented. But make sure you're giving them some love. They are a huge sponsor and supporter of not only the Winter Summit, you guys were there for the Winter Summit, but also Mobile Expo 2023. So been with us since the beginning, and even in previously, huge supporters. So thank you so much to Vox for being our platinum sponsor this week. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we have a video that we're going to kick to. So way back there, and what was it, March, April, May? I don't know.
We had our Mobile Expo.
The Mobile Expo 2023. There's going to be a Mobile Expo 2024. But at that one, Bob Hernandez did a video interview of Vox. So we're going to kick it over to that.
One more thing. Obviously, starter season is coming full effect. If you have not thought about starter season, start looking at your inventory. It's here, guys. It's got a little nippy this morning. I see my flowers have already started dying, so that means fall is right around the corner.
If you haven't started thinking about it, what are you doing? Come on, let's go. Get on board.
Exactly. So just make sure, give your sales rep a call. We want to get you all stocked up and ready to go for the winter time. We will make sure that you guys have always been taken care of, the go fast way. So just make sure you call your sales rep and let's discuss this season's starter programs.
Absolutely.
So, guys, thank you for tuning in, and have a good day.
Yeah, kick it over the video. We'll see y'all next week.
Bob Hernandez here for Mobile Expo 2023. I'm at the Vox booth with none other than Mr. Paul Platt. Used to be from the Northeast, now he's from Lizard Lake or something down in North Carolina, but it's all good, I still love him. Paul,
I'm a Southerner, but I love coming to busy shows where Bobby has hosted a spectacular show every year, bringing in hundreds of dealers around the New England states and upstate New York. Great to be here, Bobby.
Paul, what's new this year? What is the things that dealers need to know about this year?
Well, let me talk about, we didn't have a great remote start season, but there's good things coming. We have some terrific combination units that are alarm, remote start, and keyless entry products under the 997 Prestige brand. We have two models, a 997Z, an excellent value here at the show, which is available for under $100 now. It's a two-way alarm remote start combo with 1 mile of range. And then we just recently introduced a 997 ZLR step-up product that adds up to 3 miles of range through LoRa technology. And the kit comes complete with two-way transmitters in the box. And the consumer has the ability to adjust the shock sensor with the transmitters. That's the big story at the show here at GoFast, the 997 ZLR.
That is, no other unit comes with the two-way, right? And that's always the thing. My wife says, well, why do you get the nice remote and I get the junky remote? Now everybody gets a two-way remote.
It's all about added value, exactly.
100%. Paul, for MX 2023, Vox is one of our key sponsors, a platinum sponsor. You're a personal friend. We've done this for years together. Thank you so much for being here.
Always enjoy.
You know how it is.
Always enjoy.
We do it together.
Thank you. Very proud. Thanks, boys.